I think I finally started telling the truth. People are drawn to that.
Hello.
How are you?
Good, mate. How you doing?
Very well, man. It's all a bit odd, isn't it? It's all a bit very weird.
I feel like I'm used to it now. We've been in lockdown in Australia for almost 2 months.
That's crazy.
I'm kind of used to it though.
The weirdest thing last night was I watched a film and someone came out of a supermarket and went so close to someone. I was like, my head was like, you can't be doing that. Are you mental? But I was like, that's so crazy. That's the way of the world now, you know?
No, for real. Yeah, when I watch movies and people are holding hands, I'm like, oh, don't do that, or shaking hands.
And it's like, just like, all getting really close. I'm like, uh-oh.
Where are you right now?
I'm in Venice, California. I got trapped out here because we were supposed to go back to the UK, but then we were just like, it's a bit more sunny here, so may as well stay and get quarantined here in the sunshine, you know? Yeah, we've got a little backyard. It's kind of cute. Like some plants and stuff.
So you're with your two best friends, is that right?
I'm with the guitar player, my photographer, and my manager, and they're like, we're just best mates anyway. It's like all official, isn't it? Like all them titles, like, hey, my manager. He's actually my best mate. He's 22, but same thing. You know what I mean?
So that's perfect because you did the new single "Weird." You made it. You made the video at home.
Yes.
How did that go?
Dude, it's kind of weird. It was like we were just like we wanted to make a music video for the song, and obviously this had happened, and the song was supposed to come out later, but it's such a weird time of life that we were like, the song needs to come out now. So we wanted to shoot a video for it, and we literally spent £100 on it. You know what I mean? We shot it on an iPhone. We got an iPhone mount and a statue of Jesus, and filmed the song with my best friends. We just messed about, and it's kind of probably one of my favorite videos I've ever done because it was just me and my best friends just being idiots.
And filming on iPhone, you realise how much easier it is, obviously, than going to a studio and making a music video. Was it more fun than the regular way?
Yeah, it was kind of mad. It was just like, because we could see the shots instantaneously and we were in control of everything, so we were just like, let's go. It's just like, we did loads of stuff in the fridge, running up the stairs, in my bedroom. I mean, the house was a complete mess and a tip after it, but we didn't really care. We were just like, let's go.
And in the song, you've got a lyric that I think is really interesting about trying to sleep and having Jesus on your mind. What does that mean?
I wrote it when I was like up at 5 a.m. and I was just thinking about, it's about a metaphor about random things. Like you sleep and you're like, why am I thinking about Jesus right now? Or why am I thinking about semolina right now? Do you know what I mean? When you're up like thinking these random thoughts, it's just keeping you up at 4 a.m. and you're like, why?
Totally. Have you been sleeping okay in isolation?
I mean, yes and no. It depends. Do you know what I mean? Sometimes I'm wired. Sometimes I'm like, do you know what I mean? You got to keep a sleep cycle though. Like a lot of my mates just been sleeping all day and been up all night, and I'm like, yeah, cool.
It's gonna be hard to come out of. Do you feel like this song is like quite different to your regular stuff? Like it's really, really optimistic, right? Yeah,
I think I had a bit of a revelation, man. Do you know what I mean? I think when I wrote it, I was like, I was so angry on my first record because I felt so misunderstood. But then I met this community of people and this family of people who love me for who I am, and I love them for who they are back. And I belong somewhere, so how can I be angry? Like, how can I physically be angry right now? And I went through like probably the hardest year of my life last year, and experiencing a load of things, and it got really hard for me, and I got really anxious and depressed, and everything was going well, you know what I mean? And I was like, why do I feel like this? But by the end of the year, I figured out that it was all gonna be all right somehow, and that it was just a weird, twisted, beautiful time in my life. You know what I mean? And that sparked this song of optimism, and this next chapter of optimism, this next like record I'm about to put out is like a series of skins or a series of euphoria in a record. It's an album about life, and I wanted to write songs about life and coming of age songs. Like that don't necessarily mean growing up. But it's like you can come of age at 94. You know what I mean? It's like when you figure out who you are.
Do you feel like meeting the right people and having the community around you and the people that you love and that get you is a big part of coming of age?
Absolutely. Because having people around you who aren't right for you or treat you a certain way, and you have to be a different person around that person to connect with them, makes you realize, well, I'm not that person. That person isn't around me for the right reason. You know what I mean? I think when you find a group of people who you genuinely connect with and you can just be your normal, goofy, mental self in front of, then it's like, that's perfect.
How did you find your people? Like, was that a process?
It was weird. I remember they kind of came to me somehow. I think I finally started telling the truth. People are drawn to that. Do you know what I mean? I think I was a musician trying to start out, and everyone told me like, oh, this kid in makeup and talking about politics ain't gonna work. And I was like, oh. And when you're 16 years old and someone in a record company goes, do it like this, you listen to them. And then I had 2 to 3 years of rubbish, and then I just started telling the truth, and people hated me, but people love me as well. You know, I think it's a lesson, like, don't be someone else for people to hate you as a person you're not.
Yes. Because you you get hated either way, but it's a lot easier to cop people not liking you yourself.
It's like if you, because then you'll spend the rest of your life wondering if you would have played something differently.
I find it really interesting as well. You talk about community, and that feels like a lot of your fan base, they come to you for community. I was reading some of the comments on the Weird video, and they're really supportive. Like, usually I read YouTube comments and people are just like ripping each other.
Dude, that's what I mean. I can't believe that. It's like it's mental. Like, if you come to a Yungblud show, I don't know if you've been to one, it goes mad. Like, it's so ragey in this like pits, and everyone's like fainting and piling on top of each other. But it's this community built on love. You know what I mean? And the thing about it is everyone's prime reason there is to be loved and to love in return.
And I want to talk about your the live show you've been doing. You look like you're having so much fun.
I'll be answering a Q&A later, but first, some rock and roll. This song's about parents, not always been right. World Wide Web! Blah! I was born in a messed up century.
Oh yeah, it's completely idiotic, but it's like, fuck it. You know what I mean? I was like, I wanted to do something that would just make people laugh and make people happy and take people away from the world right now and the bullshit that's going on.
Totally. Do you love being a host? Like, do you feel like you get a similar buzz from when you're performing?
Yeah, no, I love that. It's the same thing. It's the same thing as being on stage. I love it all. I just love being mad and just putting on a show. Do you know what I mean? That's what, no matter what show it is, I love to put on a show. That's all that matters.
You've always loved putting on a show growing up, would you say?
Forever, yeah, forever. I was like singing in my underpants in the kitchen from like 4.